convenient. Excellent.
I think it's partly the timing too.
That's true.
Because I'm sure it's all backed up.
I hate it so much.
How's it from your place?
I'll finish at 4. So I get to
So you
leave here
get
at
to
4
lunch.
o'clock. I'm trying to go down one point across Lake Shore, so it's always fun.
How long does it take?
Normally it takes about 25 minutes. It's not bad at all. Tomorrow it'll probably take me 45.
That's a pretty good difference.
Depending on the traffic. Because someone always messes up on the highway. And someone always says, I'm not gonna go to the roundabout. I almost got hit by one yesterday. Man, you can't stop here.
Oh my god.
Cannot.
Every once in a while you see those videos of people trying to figure out the roundabout. So stressful.
It's like, this is my whole question. It's a 2-lane roundabout. It's not even like one of the crazy
And
ones.
then it's like
Hi, welcome. How are you?
Europe,
Erica. Hi, Erica.
it's like 6 lanes. Imagine someone it's just like close your eyes.
In that Family Guy episode. Okay.
We're going this way.
Oh, yeah. The lady yesterday couldn't figure out. She wanted to exit. She was in the middle, but she was also going about 2 kilometers an hour.
She was really trying to get over
Right?
by people going and
You just stopped in the middle of the road. You have to make a decision. Like, you can also keep going. If you're nervous, you can it's
Run
just
around.
It's amazing how it
We'll
works.
be there in a second.
It'll be there when you come back. Oh man, I can't handle it. My classmate in college, small town around there. She's like, I'm scared to drive on the big roads in the big city. I'm like, girl, it never comes out.
You can separate this, like,
Stay
over
or
here.
before
That
we
way
were
it's
in
out
California
there.
or
Or you
something.
can sit up on the grass if that's uncomfortable, but.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Jenna.
Yeah, okay.
How are you?
Now I'm okay, let's see after.
I'll give you
It's
2
gonna be
blocks,
great.
you can use them if you need them.
Okay.
We'll start in just a few minutes. Ooh.
Said her name too many times.
Mhm.
Where are you? We're on line 9 in Britannia. turn on Britannia and then you'll see it. Woodwind Streets is probably telling me to take a side street. Yeah, so it would have worked, but. Hurry up. Okay. Yeah, that's her. She did turn.
She's been here before.
She has. She's so it's probably on the little side streets.
Right, right.
She thought she would just see it.
Ignored her GPS.
Must be new.
This is like my gut, I don't know.
Just remember going to play the fields back there. Is there another one? We used to play out here at Thursday. I forget what the fields were. Lisgar. That's the one. That's on the reader somewhere. It's Lisgar. We used to play there, so I think.
So need another minute or so and then we'll get started.
I don't know how far she went. I don't know how far she went. See when she creeps up.
in Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall open wide. Arms can fall out to the side, or you can bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Then start to take some deeper breaths in and out. Lengthening each inhale and every exhale. Feel your whole spine grounded on the mat. Feel your belly rise and fall with every inhale and every exhale. Take a few moments to tune in with your body. More rounds of deep breaths here. Nice and slow, you can grab the outsides of your knees, draw them in towards one another, and then bring your knees in towards your chest. Giving yourself a big hug, squeezing everything in towards you. You can rock side to side. You can take the knees in circles in one direction. In the other direction. Circles. Slowly come back to center, and then let both knees fall over to the right side as you open your arms up into a cactus or to a T. And gaze up at the sky or gaze over top of your left shoulder. On your exhale, see if your left shoulder can sink into the mat a little bit more. Some deep breaths into the left side of the body. One more inhale here. As you exhale, roll your legs through center and let both knees fall over to the left. Keeping that right shoulder grounded as you gaze up towards the sky or over. Feeling the gentle twist to mid and low back. One more deep breath in. Exhale, hug your knees back into center. Then extend your left leg long, keep your right leg in. start to circle through your right ankle in the other direction. Then extend the right leg up long to the sky. You're trying to step on the ceiling above you. Flex your right toes. You can grab behind the right thigh, the right calf. Just try not to grab behind your knee. And as you breathe here, use your exhales to draw the leg in just a little bit closer towards you. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, draw the leg a little closer. Slowly release the right leg back in towards the chest. Left leg stays on the mat. Grab onto the outer edge of the right foot or the back of the right thigh and draw the knee down towards the mat. Keep your left hand down on your left hip. You can bend your left knee, place the left foot down on the mat. Coming into a half happy baby on the right. So whether you're grabbing your foot or behind your thigh, flex through your right toes, again like you're trying to step on the ceiling above you. And you can stay right here, sending your breath into your right hip, or you can take little circles with the right heel in one direction. The other direction. Haven't already, bend that left leg in, place the left foot on the mat, cross the right ankle over top of the left thigh, coming into figure 4, extend the arms out long, and then let both legs fall over towards the left so the right knee is pointing up towards the ceiling. Feel your right hip draw down towards the mat. Another deep breath in right here. And then slowly on your exhale, roll your legs back to center into that figure 4 shape. Now you can stay right here, or you can grab through your legs, grabbing onto your left thigh or your left shin, pulling your left leg in towards you to take and thread the needle. And then here you can rock side to side, flex through your toes. Inhale, keep the hold of your left leg and then extend your leg up towards the sky, your left leg like you're trying to step on the ceiling. Exhale and bend it back in. Do that again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend it in. One more time. Inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, bend it in. One more breath here to stay. Exhale and gently release both legs, extending the right leg long on the mat, hugging the left knee in towards your chest. Take some ankle circles on the left foot this time. In the other direction. Then take the left foot up towards the sky, grabbing onto the back of the left thigh, the back of the left calf, flexing through left toes. And keep a gentle bend through the left knee. draw your leg in a little closer, but keep both hips grounded on the mats. Another breath in. Exhale, draw the leg a little closer. One more breath in. Exhale, hug the left knee back into the chest. Taking hold of the outside edge of the left foot with the left hand or the back of the left thigh as you draw the left knee down towards the mat. Take right hand to right hip. You can bend the right knee in, placing the right foot down on the mat. Flexing through the left toes. You can stay here or draw circles with the left heel. The other way. Then bend the right foot in if you haven't already. The right foot comes down onto the mat. Cross the left ankle over top of the right thigh for that figure four shape, arms out to the side like a T. And then let both of your legs fall over to the right side. Left knee points up towards the ceiling. Breathing into that stretch you feel in the left hip. Using your exhales to melt away the tension. Breaths here. One more deep breath in. Slowly roll your legs back to that figure four shape in the center. And then you can stay right here or take hold of the right thigh, the right shin, hugging the right leg in towards you. Gently rock side to side. Flex through both of your feet. Here and thread the needle on your next inhale. Extend that right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Once more, inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Stay for another deep breath in. Exhale and release both legs. Long on the mat. Extend your arms up above your head. Take a full body stretch, reaching your fingertips to the back of the room. Point your toes to the front of the room. Breathe into the side body. And then with your arms exactly where they are, we're going to walk our feet over to the left corner of the mat. You can gently shift your hips towards the right, and then you're going to take your arms and walk them over to the left top corner of your mat. So you're coming into this banana shape. You'll feel a stretch through the right side of the body. You want to try to keep both hips and both shoulders grounded. So you breathe into the right side of the ribs, the right hip, right shoulder. And if this feels good, you can cross the right leg over top of the left or stay. And same thing with your arms. You can cross the right hand or arm over top of the left or stay. As you breathe in, see if there's any more space throughout the right side of your body to breathe into. As you breathe out, see if there's any tension you can let go of in your jaw, maybe in that space between your eyebrows, shoulders, or the hips. Another deep breath in here. Fill up the side of your body. And as you exhale, slowly bring yourself back to center. Take a little mini Shavasana. Bring your arms down by your side, feet out long. Let your body neutralize. Maybe notice a slight difference in the right and left side of the body. And once again, reach your arms up above your head. Take that full body stretch. Point your toes to the front of the room. Reach your fingers to the back. And then we'll start to walk our feet over towards the right corner of your mat this time. You can gently shift your hips over to the left. And then walk your hands to the top right corner of your mat, stretching through the left side body this time. Both hips and shoulders stay grounded. This is called Banana Asana, so you're creating that banana shape, C curve with your body. You can stay right here. If you feel that there's a little bit more space, you can cross the left leg over top of the right and cross left arm over top of right. Again, here using your inhales to create more space, more expansion through the side of the body. Using your exhales to melt away the tension, that tightness, any gripping feeling. One more deep breath in here. And then exhale and slowly make your way back to center, back into that brief Shavasana. Allow your body to neutralize. Feel your whole spine along the mat. Let the muscles in your body relax. And then gently hug your knees back in towards your chest. We're going to make our way up to a tabletop position. You can either rock and roll, but if your low back is bothering you, that probably won't feel super comfortable. So if that's the case, you can also roll over onto one side and peel your way up. If you'd like to rock and roll, you'll be going up and down your mat to make your way into tabletop. however you need to get there is totally fine. Listen to your body. And we'll meet here. Stack shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Toes can untuck or they can tuck under, whatever feels most comfortable. And we'll take some cat-cows. So as you breathe in, drop your belly, look up. As you breathe out, pull belly button to spine, round out your back. Gaze between the knees. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, pull belly button to spine, press the floor away. Do that once again. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, pull belly button to spine, round out. Feel the space between each vertebrae here. Inhale, come back to neutral. Wag the tail side to side. And then take some gentle hip circles in one direction. And then you can take these hip circles and make them a little bigger, coming into your shoulders, your back. Taking notice of where your body feels tight or sore. And then go the other direction, start with some hip circles. And then you can make them a little bit bigger, getting into your shoulders, your spine. Feels good to stay in one spot for a few breaths, you can do that. And then come back to neutral. We're going to take our left ear towards our left hip, stretching once again through the right side of the body. Take a few breaths here. And then slowly return back to center on a big sip of air in. And then bring right ear towards right hip as you stretch through the left side of the body. Slowly make your way back to center. Big sip of air in. Exhale, send the hips back, reach the arms forwards, child's pose. Let your forehead hang heavy towards the mat. If your forehead touches the mat, press it down into the ground. On your inhales, breathe length into the side body. On your exhales, sink your hips a little closer towards your heels. Take some intentional breaths here into the back of your ribs. Feel that space expand and fall with every breath in and out. Know that this is always a pose you can come to if you need rest, you need to catch your breath. Listen to your body and give yourself permission to rest when you need it. On your next inhale, ripple forwards through a tabletop. Exhale to stay right here or tuck the toes under and come into a downward facing dog. In your down dog, spread your fingers and toes wide on your mats. Round down through your hands and your feet to lift your hips up high. You can take some pedals with the right and left leg, sending one heel down to the earth, the other, stretching through each of the legs. Again, here, breathe to the side body, and exhale as you send your heels a little closer to the mat. Another deep breath in. Exhale and slowly lower your knees back down to the mat. Come back into child's pose. We're going to move through that sequence, tabletop, down dog, and child's pose a few times. It's one of my favorite ways to mobilize all the joints in the body. So on your next inhale, ripple forwards, come to tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. You can always stay in tabletop. And then inhale, come up high on your toes. Lower your knees. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, stay or down dog. Inhale, high on your toes. Lower your knees down to the mat. Exhale, child's pose. One more round. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, stay or down dog. Inhale, high on your toes. Lower your knees. Exhale, child's pose. In your child's pose, walk your hands over to the left side of your mat, maybe coming all the way off. Again, stretching through the right side of the body here. You can gently shift your hips to the right if that feels good. Feel the length all the way from your right pinky finger to your right hip crease. Slowly walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Gently shifting the hips to the left if that feels good. And slowly make your way back to center. Take one more breath in here. Big breath out. Inhale, shift forwards, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next in-breath, walk your feet towards your hands to come into a ragdoll forward fold at the top of your mat. Feet are about hip distance apart. Round down through your feet, bend through your knees if you need it, and then grab opposite hand to opposite elbow. Let the head, neck, and shoulders fall heavy towards the mat. You can sway side to side, forward and back. Shake the head out, yes and no. Take any movement that feels good. And allow your upper body to release completely over top of the lower body. Another deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands down to the mats. Inhale, press your hands to your shins. Take a halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, folds. Nice and slow, bend through your knees. Inhale, draw your way all the way to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Head, neck, and shoulders will come up last. When you come to stand, take your shoulders to your ears and roll them down and back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Big breath into the side of the body. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up. Take hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Reach up and stretch all the way over to the left side. take a big breath in here. Stay for the breath out. Inhale, draw your way back up to stand. Take hold of the left wrist with the right hand. Reach up and over to the right. Big breaths into the left side of the body. One more deep breath in. Stay for the breath out. Inhale, back up to stand. Reach both arms up at the top. Exhale, hands through heart center. Gentle bend through the knees. Fold forwards from the hips. Inhale, take that halfway lift. Draw the crown of the head forwards. Exhale, place your hands down on the mat. Step your right foot back, left foot back, and lower your knees into tabletop. From here, we're going to take our right arm out long, left leg out long, and you can keep the left leg on the mat, or you can hover it a few inches off. Wherever you are, pull your belly button into your spine to draw length from your right fingertips to the left toes. Take another big sip of air in. As you exhale, bring your knee to your elbow. Inhale, lift up, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Once more, inhale, lift up, lengthen. Exhale, lower right hand, left leg. Wiggle the hip side to side, cheek it out. And then this time taking left arm out in front of you, nice and long. Right leg out, toes on the mat, or hover them a few inches. Pull your belly button into your spine. Feel lots of length through your whole body. Take another big sip of air in. Exhale, draw knee to elbow. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Wiggle the hips side to side, cheek it out. Then we're gonna lower all the way down onto our bellies. However you need to get there, nice and slow. Cactus out your arms, bring one ear to your mat. And then gently wiggle the hips side to side, release the low back. Take your other ear to the mat. Take a few breaths right here. Bring your forehead to center. Place your forehead down on the mat and draw your hands in towards your low ribs. Shoulders draw back, elbows hug in. Press your toes down into the mat. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Moving with your breath, inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. This time, stay for the breath out. Option to test your hands here, see if you can take them off the mat. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release. Take a few breaths here. You can bring your arms back into cactus. Wiggle out the hips side to side. One ear to the mat or your forehead to the mat if that feels good. And then this time, bringing your forehead back to center, we're going to draw the elbows in towards the body. You're going to inhale to lift up onto your forearms, and then you'll walk your hands out just a little bit so that shoulders are placed over top of elbows. Here, you're going to try to keep your glutes and your hamstrings, the back of the leg muscles, as relaxed as you can. As you draw the heart forwards, keep lots of length through the back of the neck. You can close off your eyes. We're going to be here for a few breaths. If this causes any pressure in your back, you can slowly release at any point. And then if it feels okay on your neck, you can gently drop your chin towards your chest, nice and slow. And slowly return back to neutral. And then again, only if it feels okay on your neck, you can gently turn your head over top of your right shoulder. And slowly come back to neutral. One last time, if it feels okay on this side, gently turning your head over your left shoulder. And slowly coming back to neutral. Take 2 more breaths here. Keep drawing the heart forwards. Think of somebody pulling a string from the heart forwards. And then on your next exhale, gently release down to the mat. This time, bring one ear to the mat, bend your knees, and then windshield wiper your legs side to side. Extend both legs out once more. Forehead to the mat. Hands into your low ribs. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, draw belly button to spine. Press yourself into tabletop. And then come into a downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here again to paddle out the legs. Maybe sway the hips side to side. Shake the head out, yes and no. Movement or find stillness and just root down through your hands and your feet. Now your next breath in, we're going to start to draw the right leg through the hands. Come onto the outer edge of the left foot. Bend through the right knee. And then root down through both of your feet to rise up. Warrior 1 on the right. As always, you can play around with the stance. You can make it longer or shorter. You can make it wider or more narrow, whatever feels best on your hips. Wherever you are, find lots of length through the side body. Let the shoulders melt away from the ears. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to open up to this side wall, warrior 2. Feet will stay the same, hips and front of the body opens up to the wall. Arms out, nice and strong. Again, letting the shoulders melt away from your ears here. And on your next breath in, flip your front palm, reach up and go back gently, reverse your warrior. Exhale, come back into warrior 2. One more time, inhale, flip your front palm, reverse, reach up and back. Exhale, warrior 2. This time you're going to extend that front leg, inhale, reach up. Exhale, we're going to reach that right hand down towards the right shin for triangle pose. If you have a block or even a water bottle or anything nearby, you can place it underneath your hands, coming onto the outside or inside of the right foot. If not, just place your right hand down on your shin or on your thigh. Feel some length through the left side of the body. Take one more deep breath in here. Big breath out. And then use your top hand to pull you all the way back up to stand. You're going to pivot your front toes to face that side wall. Hands come to your hips. You're in a wide-legged stance here. Inhale to puff the chest forwards. Exhale, we're gonna hinge forwards at the hips, forward folds. In this wide-legged stance, you can bring your hands down to the mat, hands down to a block. You can bend through the knees here as much as you need. Try to release your head, neck, and shoulders down towards the mat. Send your breath into your hamstrings. On a nice big sip of air in, take a halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Really root down through your feet. Bend your knees a little bit. Take your hands to your hips, and then on a nice big breath in, you're gonna rise all the way back up to stance. Beautiful. Pivot your right toes to face the front of your mat and step your back foot in about halfway, so both toes are facing this way. Back toe actually might be slightly turned out. And then separate your feet so that they're on railroad tracks, so that they're not on a tightrope like this. You want lots of space for your hips here. You're gonna reach up nice and tall, breathe, and exhale. We're gonna fold over top of that front leg. You can bend through the right knee if you need it. Think about bringing your right hip back and your left hip forwards. You can use your block underneath your hands if you need it. Take a big breath in, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, place your hands down on the mat and step your feet back, downward facing dog. Come up high on your toes. Lower your knees down to the mats. Exhale, back to child's pose. Take a few breaths here. Reset. And gently rock side to side if that feels good. When you're ready, on your next inhale, slowly make your way back to tabletop. We're gonna come back into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here, pedal out. Then on your next inhale, draw your left leg forwards through your hands. Come onto the outer edge of the right foot. Root down through both of your feet, rise up, warrior one on the left. Taking a few breaths here, sinking a little bit deeper into the left leg, grounding down through the outer edge of the right foot. Think about bringing left hip back, right hip forwards this time. One more deep breath in. Exhale, open up to this side wall, this time warrior two. I'm gonna turn around to face you, stay right there. So hips and front body open to this side wall, arms out nice and strong, shoulders melt away. Just make sure your left knee isn't rolling in. You wanna keep that left knee tracking over top of the left pinky toe. And then take a deep breath in, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, warrior two. This time, extend through the front leg, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, we're gonna fold over top of that front leg, left hand to left shin. Right arm reaches up. You can always bring that block down onto the mat, just beside your foot. Feel the length through this right side of your body this time. And on your next breath in, root down through your feet, rise up to stand. Pivot your left toes to face the side wall this time. Now you can take that same forward fold we just did, or you can interlace your hands behind your back, open up across your chest, and then take a forward fold on a nice big breath out. This bind can get pretty intense across the chest and the shoulders, so at any point you need to, feel free to let it go. If you'd like, while you're here, you can gently shake the head out, yes and no, nice and slow. Bend through the knees if you need it. And then gently release the bind. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root down through your feet. Bring your hands to your hips. Take a gentle bend through the knees and rise all the way up to stand. Pivot your left toes to face the front of your mat. Step your back foot in halfway. And then again, just checking with your feet. Make sure they're separated like you're on railroad tracks. From here, reach up, breathe in. Exhale and fold over top of that front leg. Hands to a block or blocks, to the mat, or even to your shin. You can bend through the left knee. On your next inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands back down on the mat. This time, step your feet into a ragdoll. And then rooting down through your feet, bending through your knees. Take your time, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Again, shoulders come up to your ears, roll them down and back. Come into a Tadasana, standing mountain pose. Palms face forwards. Standing nice and tall through the chest, shoulders melt away from the ears. We're gonna start to shift the weight into the right foot as we take the left foot to either the ankle, the calf, or the inner thigh. And then from here, you can bring your hands to heart center for a tree pose. Once you feel rooted down, you can grow your tree reaching up, maybe opening up your arms to cactus or staying here, whatever feels best. Stick with those long, deep breaths in and out. One more deep breath in here. Exhale and release the leg. Come back into that Tadasana pose, standing nice and tall. Ground down through both of your feet, and then start to shift the weight into the left, bringing your right foot to the ankle, the calf, or the inner thigh, anywhere but the knee. And then bring your hands to heart center. Once you feel strong and rooted here, you can open up your arms. You can also stay with your arms at heart center. Cactus. You can bring your hands into that bind that we just did, bringing the fingers together at the back and across the chest and the shoulders. Lots of different variations you can take on with your arms. Another deep breath in here. Exhale and release. Come back into Tadasana. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale, fold over top of your body. Halfway lift, breathe in. Place your hands down on the mats. Step your feet back to downward facing dog. Inhale high on your toes. Lower your knees down to tabletop. We're gonna come into deer pose, or sometimes it's called 90-90. So you can come down onto your right hip. Your right leg is gonna go in front. Your left leg is gonna come behind. So one leg is externally rotated, the other leg is internally rotated. You can place a block underneath your right hip. That will ease some pressure if you're feeling pressure on your knees or your hips. If not, you can play around with hugging the right leg in a little closer or taking it out further. And then same with the back leg, you can bring it in or out further. Now from here, you can sit up nice and tall, close off the eyes, just breathe right here. Or if you'd like, you can start to take your hands and fold over top of that right leg. And let your forehead fall heavy. You can even place your forehead on stacked fists or on a block. Use your breath in this pose to ease any tension, ease any tightness. Really nice and gentle. We're going to come up off of that front leg. And then from here, you're just going to switch. So this time your left leg is going to be at the back of your mat. That's technically going to be your front leg. And then right leg comes behind. So again, here you can play around with bringing left leg in closer, right leg in closer, out further. Find what works for you. It might be different on this side. Wherever you are, start up nice and tall, close off the eyes, and then you can stay right here, or you can take your hands forwards over top of the front leg, bringing your forehead to a block, forehead to stacked fists. Wherever you are, let your head, neck, and shoulders fall heavy. Focus on your deep breaths in and out. And then nice and slow, once again, start to peel your chest up off of that front leg. We'll come back onto that left hip and then take both legs out in front of you, facing forward. Sitting up nice and tall on your seat bones. Flex through both of your feet. Reach up nice and tall through the spine, out the crown of the head. And then we'll reach forwards for our toes. You can bend your knees in here, or you can reach towards your shins. Try to keep lots of length through the lower back, and then you can let your head, neck, and shoulders round a little bit the upper back. Wherever you are, inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold a little deeper. And slowly walk your hands up. Take your arms out in front of you. Sit up nice and tall. Draw your belly button into your spine. Roll down one vertebrae at a time. Hug both knees back into your chest. Squeeze everything into a tight little ball. Lift your forehead up towards your knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Take a big breath in. Exhale and release. Shavasana. Allow every muscle here in your body to relax. Feel yourself melt down, sink down into the mat. Allow your breath to return to its natural state. Feel the natural ebb and flow, rise and fall of each breath in your belly.